welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time of day that we may be reaching you. Thank you so much for joining us on the channel. I would like to say very special welcome to those of you who are joining us for the very first time. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Now, to all of our existing subscribers, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Thank you, and God bless you. Now, on today's report, this one is from the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he says, petrol scarcity, NAIRA redesign, complain plans by fifth columnists to embarrass Buhari and scuttle the polls. Well, Tinubu feels that all of this are actually planned to scuttle the 2023 polls. He is saying the petrol scarcity, the NAIRA redesign, and complaint plans by the fifth colonies are actually all means to embarrass the Buhari-led government and to scuttle the February 25th polls. We know that there's been a very high hike in fuel price for the past 2 weeks, and there's even been major scarcity of PMS. Now we see that a liter of fuel definitely is supposed to be sold for 180 naira, but so far in the past 2 to 3 weeks, we have seen a liter of petrol being sold from 200 to 250 to 270 to 280, and even some people selling at the rate of 300 naira. Now, the funny thing is that even at these exorbitant prices, you are not even able to get this PMS to buy. You're not able to get petrol to buy. Now, we see mad, devastating long queues at filling stations. Now, sometimes you go there as early as 5 a.m. in the morning and you're on the queue, and yet 12 in the afternoon, you've still not been able to get fuel, and yet you will see massive queues at this place. Sometimes most people have to bribe their way in to be able to get fuel. And this is just devastating for Nigerians. We can't be in a nation where we have crude oil, where one of our natural resources is crude oil, and we are suffering for petrol like this. There is scarcity. Sometimes you see that a lot of filling stations are not even selling out fuels, and people are not being able to get petrol to be able to run their businesses or to fuel their cars to go from one point to the other. A lot of people don't get fuels to be able to run their generators to fuel their businesses, and we know that we do not have stable electricity in Nigeria. Also, the NAIRA redesign. We see the issue of the NAIRA redesign. Now, the CBN gave Nigerians 100 days to be able to mop up all of their old cash, and then it stops being a legal tender from January 31st. But we see the issues that are prevailing Nigerians right now is that we can't even see the new NAIRA notes to spare. Now, if you pay in all of your old NAIRA notes into the bank, you go to the bank, you go to the ATMs, you go to all of these machines, and yet these automated teller machines still give you the old notes back. Now, we really don't understand. Why is the new NAIRA note not in circulation for people to be able to access it? Now, you gave a deadline for January 31st. Today is the 26th day of January. We have like 5 days left to go in the month, and yet these new notes are not in circulation. And you expect Nigerians to bring in all of the old notes by January 31st. Now, when everybody brings in all of their money before January 31st, what will they use as legal tenders to be able to conduct their businesses? What would they use to be able to get stuffs for themselves? Like the federal government actually needs to come and look into all these things and find a way around it on how they can help Nigerians. But we see Tinubu saying that all of these are just plans to embarrass the Buhari-led government and to scuttle the polls. Well, let's go into the details and see why Tinubu has this to say. Now, the lingering petrol scarcity and complaints about the NAIRA redesign are planned by the fifth columnist to embarrass President Muhammadu Buhari and scuttle the forthcoming general elections. Now, the All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu said this on Wednesday in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, while addressing thousands of his supporters at a rally. Now, he pleaded with his supporters and the Nigerian people not to be distracted by the scarcity of petrol, but to troop out on election day to cast their votes. Now, considered by the scarcity, President Buhari has set up a 14-man committee which he chairs to find a lasting solution to the problem. Well, we're going to bring you more details shortly. Now, that is it on the details of today's report. And we see that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu said this on Wednesday while in Abeokuta, which is the Ogun State capital, at a rally, and while he was addressing the thousands of supporters of people that came out to support them for the rally, he said that the petrol scarcity, the hike in fuel price, the NAIRA redesign, and all of the complaints and all were just pointers to embarrass President Muhammadu Buhari and to scuttle the forthcoming elections. Now, he is pleading with his supporters and Nigerians as a whole not to be distracted by the scarcity of petrol, but to troop out on election day to cast their votes. And we also see that they said President Buhari had set up a 14-man committee to find a lasting solution to the problem. This issue of petrol scarcity and all of this did not just start today. I wonder why it's now they're setting up a committee to look into the problem and why has a lasting solution not been found ever since to this problem that has been ailing Nigerians for a long time. We always have this reoccurring fuel hike and fuel scarcity in the nation. Well, we do hope that they can actually look into it and actually find a lasting solution as they said they would do. Well, more details on today's report will come your way soon. Well, that's all we can take today. Until we'll come your way next time, please do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.